Hey guys, it's Cho and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking about a skincare product release that you've already heard of. Yes, we're talking about Naturium and their release of a sunscreen called the UV Reflect Antioxidant SPF 50. Okay, we're gonna talk about it because while the girls are they're kind of going bananas over this product, I've gotten some DMs and there's some rumblings of a little bit of drama underneath the surface. Like underneath the surface of this picture perfect brand and this picture perfect release, there's some shit going on. So we're gonna talk about it. But first, I felt the need to really get out a little bit of a disclosure myself and be transparent like I always try to do. I may be biased in this video because I don't purchase from Naturium. I choose to not support the brand, basically because of their egregious start as a skincare company in general. And I'm gonna explain it to you very simply. I thought the mistake that they made was super duper egregious, and I don't feel necessarily moved to forgive them and to try out the brand when there are so many other worthy skincare brands that I could try, that I'm interested in, that don't have that track record. So it's really just that simple. Like, sure, they're cute, the girls love them, but I'm not interested. But I felt like it was really important to kind of like just say that at the very beginning of this video. You know, I did a whole video about when is it okay to support a canceled brand like Naturium, and I respect those that support the brand. I did a video about this a while ago, so check that out because it's I think a really valuable video for consumers. Anyway, let's talk about the release of their new sunscreen. You've already seen this product because Naturium is the GOAT at influencer marketing. Like, they are the best. And don't get me wrong, influencer marketing is a good thing, not always a bad thing. I mean, hell, I'm an influencer. I make money from influencing, affiliate links and the occasional sponsorship. Like, this is how I make my money. So I totally get it. However, you do want to be cognizant as a consumer when a brand leans so heavily into the influencer marketing hold. Just because there's so many incentives at play, and I don't think I need to convince you in this video why consumers have a tough time trusting influencers in general. Once again, I already talked about that in a past video, so please go watch that video because I think I ranted most of that video, but it's still, again, another valuable video about why people don't trust influencers and why they get a bad rap. But the reason we're talking about influencers in today's video is because of Naturium's advisory board. Now, I've got some notes behind my my camera so that I don't get off track, because I really want to be on track with this video and I want to speak accurately and not haphazardly. Naturium is allegedly compensating or employing a bunch of dermatologists to promote their brand. The reason I say allegedly is because this has not been confirmed. I'm not in the record books down at Naturium HQ down at Miami, Florida. I'm not down there, checking the tax books. Okay, so I don't know for a fact if they're being compensated or not. This is all conspiracy theory. This is all speculation. This is all gossip. This is all personal opinion. Okay? Okay, so Naturium people, don't get your lawyers after me. This is just speculation. Okay? However, when you see the advisory board that I'm getting ready to expose, you'll see some characters on there that a dollar makes them holla. Okay? They would never work for free. That's my opinion on some of the people on this board, this advisory board. So before I reveal the advisory board of Naturium, what is an advisory board? Let me read from a screenshot that I got, some research that I did. And it just says, an advisory board acts as a sounding board for the owners, directors, or shareholders of a company to bounce ideas off and get access to expertise that might not ordinarily be available. Unlike a board of directors, advisory boards do not make legally binding decisions and do not have any fiduciary responsibility. So essentially, and you guys can keep reading about the differences between boards and advisory boards and directors and all that jazz, but essentially, an advisory board is basically a group of experts that the company may or may not have access to, that they seek advice from, they seek counsel from. And I think it's really important to make sure that there is no confusion between the two, because I don't want you guys to think that these people that I'm getting ready to list off somehow are like, you know, running Naturium behind the scenes. Like, no. You need to go to the board of directors for that information. But no, the tea is though that I think they're getting paid a shit ton of money. So here's what salary.com says about advisory boards. They say the average advisory board member salary is $64,000 as of May 25th, 2023. That was just a month ago. Okay. The salary range typically falls between $58,000 and $72,000. Ooh, that's cute. That's a cute piece of coin. And so, I don't know. I think, you know, who knows? Now, again, this is just speculation. This is just theory. Conspiracy theory, even. But I want to say as well that boards can be paid in a lot of different ways. I think I broke it down to 3 different ways an advisory board can be paid. Number 1, they can be paid through per meeting. So if they have a couple meetings a year, you come to 2 meetings, you get paid $20K. You come to 3 meetings, you get paid $30K. So it's kind of like you get paid per the work that you do. The meetings that you attend, you get paid for those only. Sometimes you can get paid a retaining fee for the entire year. So they'll just give you the whole $70K up front, and then it's up to the 2 parties to decide, well, are you going to come to this meeting, come to that meeting? You may do more than 6 meetings, you may do less than 6 meetings, but regardless, you're getting paid an annual fee, a retaining fee. And the third way of payment is through expenses only. So this is like a pro bono type of deal where the company will just pay for like your flights, your hotels, and it's an agreement between the 2 of you that you're just going to do this work for the company for free. Now listen, again, when you see the first doctor on this list, you're going to know he's not working for free, okay? Because he don't do nothing unless he's getting paid. Now, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying that the sky's blue. Okay? I'm just saying that the sky is blue. The sky's blue. Okay? So let's reveal the advisory board of Naturium. Meet our advisory board. We've partnered with the industry's leading experts. At Naturium, we believe in staying at the forefront of research. We're thrilled to announce our board of advisors to help educate so our consumers can stay informed and make impactful choices. So right at the very beginning, we have Dr. Shah from Doctorly, one of the biggest shills I have ever seen on social media. Disgusting, to be honest.
I don't like you, I don't trust you, and I think you're a snake. If you talk to me? Yes, that's what I really think.
And we'll be talking about Doctorly in future videos for sure. But you can see a lot of dermatologists are here. Derm Guru is here. We've got Dermangelo. Oh, he's really handsome. I forgot how handsome Dermangelo was. What a great sultry picture. Sorry. I don't follow him. I muted him a long time because I don't like his voice. Is anyone else very neurotic out there like me, and like really weird, innocuous things turn you off? I don't like his voice, but he is a good looker. There's also people like Dr. Prim, another very, very handsome guy. And then Alicia Larte is on their advisory board. She's the only esthetician on the board. Love her to death. I follow her on Twitter. Love her content on Twitter. Twitter's where it's at, guys, just so you know. So if you've lasted this long, I'm sure you're waiting for the punchline. What's the big deal? What's the problem with all this, Cho? What are you talking about? Well, the problem is that I think some of these people are allegedly getting paid, I don't know, $40K up to $70K a year to attend 6 meetings. And I don't think a lot of them are disclosing the fact that they're essentially paid collaborators with the brand in such a way that they should be disclosing this information, in my opinion. This is just opinion. This is just ethical gray area that we're talking about here, and I really want to get your opinion in the comment section. Now, in a future video, we're going to talk about exactly how some of these creators are advertising Naturium and other products, other skincare products, and some of them are definitely towing the line of breaking FTC guidelines. And I'm just really sick of dermatologists and dermfluencers in general. I think that they are probably the single most pernicious group of content creators on the internet for us consumers. And we'll be talking about them in another video more in depth. It's not about them. Outside of this like weird incestuous relationship with dermatologists and their paid advertisements, which, by the way, I don't believe that derms should even be legally allowed to do sponsorships. Period. I just don't. Sorry. Argue with your mama in the comment section.
In my opinion, in my real opinion, and I'm usually right.
But I don't think they should be allowed. But outside of that, there's some other situations going on with this release of this sunscreen. It's called UV Reflect Antioxidant SPF 50. Now, I don't know who needs to hear this, but sunscreens don't reflect UV rays. Okay? Now, listen, I barely passed biochemistry in college. Okay? I had a C-, and I got through it and succeeded. But, so don't look to me, don't look to Cho for cosmetic chemistry advice. That's not my lane. I don't pretend it to be, but I'm just saying that's something I know. Sunscreen doesn't reflect. Like, it's not like Wonder Woman, bing, bing, bing with the sun. That's not how sunscreen is doing things. I know that most of the time chemical filters are absorbing the UV rays, and there's a lot of other science chemistry stuff going on with that, but there's also some shady information regarding blue light and IR protection, which content creator Mo already debunked. So he talks about it here, about how you don't have to really worry about that type of protection. Pause here if you want that tea, but I'm going to keep moving because the video is getting really long. Overall, what I really want to talk about is just like the overall hypocrisy behind some of the influencers, particularly the influencers in the scientific community, the cosmetic chemists and the scientists and the educators and all these influencers who pride themselves on cracking down on misinformation, stuff like that. It's so weird that they will go above and beyond to correct a small indie brand like Regimen Lab. But then when Naturium is, taking their dick and slapping it all around with misinformation all over the internet, mum's the word. Cat got your tongue. No one's saying anything. None of these influencers are cracking down on Naturium. I don't know. Maybe it's because Naturium has a long budget, and there where the money resides. And smaller brands like Regimen Lab doesn't have a lot of influencer marketing capabilities. So I don't know. And before you Poindexter say,
But child, it's just a name. You're making a big deal out of nothing.
no, it's not, because Naturium has already doubled down on this claim of their sunscreen reflecting the sun's UV rays in several posts. Here they are. I mean, I take receipts, guys. I have receipts. Here they are. But really, to be honest, this is all just splitting hairs. To me, I don't think it's even that egregious of a mistake in terms of misinformation. I can't talk. I don't think it's a big deal per se. To me, it's not a big deal. I know there's some like educators out there that were in my DMs. This is a big deal. Not a huge deal to me. What is a huge deal is the hypocrisy. No one talks about Naturium and this misinformation, and I think it's because they're on the payroll. They're on the payroll. Now I know I throw a lot of stuff at you guys in this video. We're at 16 minutes. For those that are still here, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I was not thinking this video would be that long, but I just want to know you guys' thoughts. Like, are you excited for this release? What are your thoughts on Naturium overall? How do you feel about this? You know, this slight misinformation in terms of the sunscreen. And then also finally, before I get out of here, big thank you to Heb Skin. You are a recent tier 3 patron on my Patreon, and I think you've been having a lot of good time in my Patreon, and I'm so thankful for you. I appreciate everyone that supports me, but especially those who try me out on Patreon. I hope that you enjoy all your tarot readings and that they bring you value and bring you empowerment. And that's it for today's video, guys. Have a good one. Bye.